Let me start with a question that feels almost offensive. How can a household making over six figures still feel poor? Not tight, not careful. Poor, fragile, one problem away from panic. Picture this couple, both educated, both employed. She works in marketing, he's in IT. Together, they bring in more than $130,000 a year. On paper, they're winning. In reality, they're exhausted. They don't feel rich, they feel behind. Savings? Maybe 2 months if they're lucky. Unexpected car repair? Credit card. They work full-time, sometimes more. They barely see each other during the week, and yet they did everything right. This is the part nobody can explain to them. They followed the rules. Degrees, careers, marriage, a house in a decent school district. So why does it still feel like drowning? If you've ever looked at your combined income and thought, we make too much money for this to be so hard, this video is for you. Because the problem isn't budgeting, and it's not that you're bad with money. We were told a simple story. 2 incomes are better than 1. It sounds obvious. If 1 salary can support a family, 2 salaries should create comfort, savings, freedom. Except that's not what happened. What actually happened was a financial bait and switch, one of the biggest in modern history, and almost nobody talks about it. It's called the 2-income trap. The term was coined in the early 2000s by a legal scholar studying bankrupt families. After analyzing thousands of cases, she found something disturbing. 2 incomes didn't make families safer, they made them weaker. Families with 2 full-time earners were more likely to go bankrupt than families with 1. Let that sink in. Working more, earning more, and losing more. This isn't because people got irresponsible, it's because the system changed. To understand the trap, we need to go back in time. In the 1970s, most families lived on 1 income, and surprisingly, it worked. Housing took a manageable share of income, healthcare was affordable, public schools didn't depend on luxury zip codes. There was margin. There was something else, even more important, a backup plan. If the main earner lost their job, the second adult could enter the workforce. That second income was insurance. Now look at today. 2 incomes are no longer optional, they're required. The backup plan became the default. Yes, households earn more than before, but fixed costs didn't just rise, they exploded. Housing doubled, healthcare multiplied, childcare became a second mortgage. That extra income didn't create wealth, it got absorbed completely by housing, by childcare, by transportation. On paper, the numbers look big, so families spend based on gross income. They buy houses sized for 2 salaries, cars sized for 2 commutes. Everything works until 1 income disappears. This is the real danger. There's no room for error. Illness, layoff, burnout. Any shock becomes a crisis. When everyone has 2 incomes, prices adjust upward. 2 incomes don't make you richer, they raise the price of entry, especially for housing and schools. Good public schools are tied to expensive neighborhoods, so parents compete with mortgages, not tuition. You're not paying school fees, you're paying housing premiums. Once your fixed costs require 2 incomes, you can't go back. The system doesn't allow flexibility. That's the trap. Here's the idea that changes everything. Treat the second income as temporary, even if you plan to keep it. Structure your life so 1 income covers essentials, housing, food, transportation. The second income builds freedom. It buys resilience, choice, time, not just survival. Over time, savings turn into investments. Investments create income. That's when real security appears. Wealth isn't income, it's flexibility. It's the ability to absorb a shock without everything collapsing. Two incomes aren't better than one if both are already spent. If this changed how you see your money, subscribe for more videos that challenge everything you were told about finance.